to the point where we start doubting ourselves, and we start doubting our own vision, start doubting our own dreams, start feeling like we can't actually make it, or feeling like I could do it, but I would do it, but I should do it, but it's always a but. It's always something to kick in that make us come back down from our imagination, back down to reality. And we start feeling like we unworthy of being in these places, or it's not likely that we can end up in these places. Always be above your environment, no matter where you at. You could be anywhere in the world. They say wherever you are, there you are.
But it start with yourself, that's called self-love. But it start with yourself, that's called self-love. It's called self-love.
Listen, always be above your environment. Remember this. No matter what you're experiencing, no matter what you're going through, do not allow your situation to break you. You gotta understand, without a test, you will not have a testimony. Every great person in life, every great person in history had to go through it. You have to go through the fire in order to come out on top, in order to come out strong. You understand? You have to go through the pain in order to gain. And that's real rap. No pain, no gain, because when you go through tough times, you go through different experiences, you gain wisdom, you gain understanding, you gain experience, and then you know what to do moving forward in different situations, and you can protect yourself moving forward. But one thing you always want to remember is to maintain your spirit, maintain your joy, maintain who you are, no matter what you're going through. A lot of times we experience a lot of tumultuous experiences, and we be going through a lot of trauma, a lot of drama, a lot of pain, a lot of frustration, but always remain you. You know, somebody told me this the other day. I was talking to the shorty, and she was telling me, like, to make sure I take care of myself and I still look presentable no matter what I'm going through. You know what I'm saying? It kind of hurt my pride, hurt my ego a little bit. I ain't gonna lie. You see what I'm saying? Because I swear I was bored that day. That's the crazy thing, you heard? But the whole thing is, like, you just want to make sure you take care of yourself, right? Take care of yourself physically and make sure you look presentable no matter what you're going through. Because you could be going through tough times and going through a bad situation and be hurting financially. But as long as you take care of your hygiene, you look presentable, and you at least dress the part, you know what I'm saying? Because it's the saying that basically says, dress how you want to be addressed. You understand that? Dress how you want to be addressed, right? And a lot of times we judgmental off humbug, so people will see you and they'll size you up and analyze you just based off of what you're wearing and how you carrying yourself and how you conducting yourself. So no matter what you're going through, always make sure you take care of yourself physically. That's the first thing, right? And the next thing is, make sure you take care of yourself spiritually, because you could be having a tough time, be going through it financially, right? You could be going through it emotionally, right? But you still want to maintain a sense of self no matter what you're experiencing, no matter what you're going through. Try your best not to lose yourself in the midst of your struggles. Try your best not to lose sight of where you're headed and where you're going just because you're going through tough times and having a tough experience. Because tough times don't last forever. That's the thing. It feels like it's lasting forever because when you're going through it, it feels like hell. But trust me, hell is way hotter than this. You understand? So just make sure no matter what you experience, no matter what you're going through, you don't allow it to break you. Keep your spirit, keep your joy, maintain who you want to be. Don't let people around you change you. Don't let situations you go through frustrate you to the point where you start changing your morals and changing who you are and who God intended you to be. Maintain who you want to be, no matter what. Remember that. And another thing is, when it comes to being above your environment, is that you always want to maintain a vision. You always want to see yourself further than where you at, right? You could be a person who's surrounded by a bunch of people who are struggling financially, right? And they don't really see themselves going too far in life, or the furthest they really want to go is down the street, down a block, onto the next block. But you could see yourself going from state to state. You could see yourself traveling from country to country, right? And you could have a different vision. Always maintain that vision. Always maintain your imagination. Because when we was children, we was kids, we was looking out the window like, oh, that's going to be my car. That's going to be my car. When I get older, I'm going to have this big house. I'm going to have this. I'm going to have that. Right? As we get older, reality start kicking in. And reality can be good, but it also can be very unhealthy. Because sometimes reality, it'll start kicking into to the point where we start doubting ourselves, and we start doubting our own vision, start doubting our own dreams, start feeling like we can't actually make it, or feeling like I could do it, but I would do it, but I should do it, but it's always a but. It's always something to kick in that make us come back down from our imagination, back down to reality. And we start feeling like we unworthy of being in these places, or it's not likely that we can end up in these places. Always be above your environment, no matter where you at. You could be anywhere in the world. They say wherever you are, there you are. Always maintain your essence. Always maintain who you are. And just know that you could become anything you want to become. You could become whoever you want to become. And you can do whatever you decide to set your mind towards. Do not allow anything that you're going through to hold you back and to deter you from becoming and striving who you're destined to be. Because I'm telling you, God got a plan for you. And you just got to walk in faith, not in sight. You understand? It's the difference between having vision and having sight. You know, sight is just seeing as far as your eyes can go. Vision is having an understanding that it's something else further than what you can see. You understand? So manifest what you want to become first by believing in yourself, conceiving an idea, and holding on to that until you achieve it. Conceive, perceive, and achieve.
But it start with yourself, that's called self-love. But it start with yourself, that's called self-love.